What's up? HonorHammer26 here, and I'm here to give you my entry into ThoseWrestlingGuys09s Mega Card Challenge. Basically what you have to do is you put together a card with some matches on it using TNA, WWE, and ROH wrestlers. So here's my card. I have the show open with a Ring of Honor World Tag Team Title match. I feel that the Ring of Honor Tag Team Division has a better Tag Team Division right now than WWE's and TNA's combined. So this is kind of a way to show that, giving their title a place on the card and not TNA's or WWE's Tag Team Championships. Have this be a dream match of sorts, the American Wolves versus the Motor City Machine Guns. I wouldn't have this be a regular opener. Since this is a mega card, I would have this be kind of a mega opener. Have these guys go out there if they were the main event. Just let them do their thing. And I would have the American Wolves go over for the sake that the Motor City Machine Guns aren't really a tag team in Ring of Honor anymore, even though I would like to see it. So I'm going to have the American Wolves go over and keep the titles. Because it's kind of a Ring of Honor thing to only have their titles, even though they defend them all over the world, only to have their titles change hands on their shows. Next you get a WWE versus ROH versus TNA match, which these are three of the older guys that can still go. Representing WWE, Shawn Michaels, representing Ring of Honor, Jerry Lynn, and representing TNA, Sting. This is basically to show that people when you get up there in age can still go. And basically I know that Shawn Michaels, and I'm going to give him the win because of this reason, is the best of these three performers for his age right now. I think all these guys are 45 or something like that. But still three of them can go. But Shawn Michaels gets the win because he's the best performer of these three. And I think, even though I think Jerry Lynn and Sting are good performers, Shawn Michaels is just head and shoulders above. Next we have a round robin challenge, which is basically WWE versus TNA one match. Then the next match is TNA versus ROH. Another match is WWE versus ROH. Just the three companies have separate matches against each other, if I didn't confuse you. So the first one is WWE versus TNA. I would have CM Punk versus Samoa Joe here. I feel that this match would be great, because you know how much I love the two matches between these two in Ring of Honor. And these guys can just fly together. I would have Samoa Joe go over here, though, have kind of show TNA, because CM Punk is now a heel, and have Samoa Joe just kind of go over him to kind of cement himself as a heel, but don't hurt CM Punk either. So that's what I would do there. Next we get a TNA vs. ROH tag team match. We get LAX versus Kevin Steen and El Generico. Both of these guys have a big power guy in Hernandez and Kevin Steen that can high fly and sorts and are all around great wrestlers, but are pretty much known for being power guys. And their partners are both high flyers that can mat wrestle and do some strength moves if needed, in Homicide and El Generico. So I think this would be a very good tag team match, very contrasting styles and very just great stuff. Like, I would have this be very reminiscent of if you saw Supercard of Honor 3, Kevin Steen and El Generico versus BB, Hulk, and Shingo, kind of the same dynamic as that match. I would have Kevin Steen and El Generico go over here, though, for the reason that you'll probably figure this out. I'm giving one match to each company in the Round Robin Challenge. One to WWE, one to ROH, and one to TNA. And the final match in the Round Robin Challenge, we have The Undertaker representing the WWE versus Nigel McGuinness. Both of these men are well versed in submission. Both these men are very strong and very, very great wrestlers, and both can wrestle a British style. Actually, Undertaker can do anything, and Nigel is showing that he can do anything too. So just have this go out there, be a very methodical, very mat-based match, and then have it pick up the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes or so, and I would have The Undertaker go over here, so each company does win one match. Next, I would have the women go out there and show what they can do, representing WWE, Mickie James, representing Ring of Honor, Mschif, even though she is kind of a shimmer, but she is the women's champion equivalent in Ring of Honor, and representing TNA, Awesome Kong. I would have Awesome Kong over here because she's such a force, in TNA, and she's just such a great wrestler, and I feel she is the best women's wrestler in the world right now. I think she's untouchable in that category, and anyone who tells you differently, I think is stupid. That's just my opinion. And this would kind of solidify that, so there's that, and I wanted to have a women's match on this show because I feel that women's wrestling can still be relevant in America. Next, we get 3 world title matches, the first of which is the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Kurt Angle versus Christopher Daniels. Basically, I think Daniels is the best TNA wrestler of all time to not hold the World Heavyweight Championship of the top title in the company, whether it's the NWA or the TNA World title. And I feel that he should win it, and this is going to be the night where he should. I'd have him win the TNA World Championship over Kurt Angle, because it sounds like something TNA would do, just to get attention, have their title change on this show, just to pretty much draw attention to them, whether it's a good match or not. So, there's that. Next, I would have the ROH World Title match between Austin Aries and Tyler Black. I would basically have this match. This is kind of the big. Actually, this is kind of the big match they're building towards, maybe for Final Battle this year, and this is kind of what makes sense in Ring of Honor. And this is kind of have Tyler Black in this match, kind of be his old self, just do a lot of kick out of a lot of stuff, and have Aries just be in disbelief the entire time. It's like, what do I have to do to beat this guy? But then you do have Aries eventually go over here, because it's going to be, like I had with the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles, they're very prestigious titles, and they shouldn't change hands on a non-Ring of Honor show, so Austin Aries goes over for that reason. Next, I'm going to have I have this going on last of the 3 world title matches, for the simple fact that this is probably the most important match on the show. I at least feel it is, or this is the co-main event. WWE Championship and World Heavyweight Championship unification match. I feel one big champion in your company should work better, so both these guys make that claim. So they go head-to-head, Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. You know they have good chemistry from their match at Royal Rumble 2008. I thought that was a pretty good match between them. And just to have Jeff Hardy go out there, be the big face he is, and have Randy Orton be the big heel. I would have Randy Orton go over, because Jeff Hardy is kind of leaving in the WWE, and you don't want to, he can course correct at any time. So you don't want kind of your first champion to do that in the middle of his first title reign for your first undisputed champion since 2002. So have Orton go over here and just be a smart move to have a face. So you can have a big, have a heel go over here, so you can have a big face down the line and get a big pop, whoever beats Orton for the title. So, and my main event is going to be a WWE versus ROH versus TNA kind of dream match, I guess. This is a 3-way dance elimination match between the 3 biggest draws in the company, or the wrestlers that I feel are the most important to each company right now, or most important wrestlers of the past couple years to each company. Representing WWE, John Cena. Representing Ring of Honor, Bryan Danielson. And representing Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, AJ Styles. I might get a little bit of heat for this, but I'm going to have John Cena go over here. Here's why. He is the most important wrestler to his company right now, between AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson, and John Cena. That's how I feel. I'm going to reward him for that by going over here. I would have either AJ Styles or Bryan Danielson go over each other and have their main wrestler be beaten by John Cena. I think that would be a little more realistic to have AJ Styles go over Bryan Danielson right now. Even the diehards would probably be pissed at that, because TNA is the number 2 company in America. Ring of Honor is number 3. Have 2 go over 3 and 1 go over 2. That's kind of how I feel about that. So this is my mega card, and hopefully it gets a good response. I'll be back probably Monday with my 3rd Q&A. I won't be doing a Hard Justice review, so I'll get a little more into that, so don't go apeshit about it later. Send me Q&A questions on Pro Wrestling and Sports. See ya.